Hello, spellcasters of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance, and welcome to the 23rd episode of our second level spell series. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very interesting spell for a personal reason. I always forget to take this spell, literally all the time. I read it, I think it's cool, I have a lot of neat ideas for it, and then I build my character, and I always forget it exists. So it's kind of silly. In any case, today we're going to be taking a look at Earthbind. It is usable by the Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, and the Wizard, and it is found in the ever-interesting Elemental Evil Player's Companion. It is a really good kind of supplement. I'd highly recommend getting it. You can get it for free if you download it as a PDF, so I'd highly recommend that. Now let's get into the mechanics here. So the effect at a glance: target creature's fly speed is reduced to 0 and safely descends to the ground. The cast time is 1 action. The range is an astonishing 300 feet. The duration is 1 minute, and it is a concentration spell. The saving throw is a strength save. The components are just verbal, which is really cool. And the school is Transmutation. Now, let's get into the full description so we understand exactly what we're talking about. Choose one creature you can see within range. Yellow stripes of magical energy loop around the creature. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw, or its flying speed, if any, is reduced to 0 for the spell's duration. An airborne creature affected by this spell safely descends at 60 feet per round until it reaches the ground or the spell ends. Very, very cool. Needless to say, there's a lot of very interesting ways to use this. I personally really like using it in conjunction with something like Devil's Sight that lets you see at night, or even a lot of the Sorcerer meta magics are super applicable for this spell by either extending the range, extending the amount of creatures affected, and various other modifications along that line, including removing that verbal component completely, by the way. I always forget about Subtle Spell. It's very, very cool, and it works really well with a lot of class features. That being said, let's get into some alternative uses here and kind of just talk about interesting ways to use this spell. So, one of the ways I've always thought it would be cool to use is to use it as saving someone. Kind of use it as an upcasted version of Featherfall to an extent that just slows the rate of acceleration outright. I think it's kind of cool. Is it as good as Featherfall at this? I want to say no, not really, but I mean, who knows? Its casting range is ridiculous. So if you have someone across the city who's trying to, or across the block rather, who's trying to jump off a building and kill themselves, man, you can save them with this spell. I think that'd be really cool. Or if an assailant's trying to push a man off a building, you could save them with this. I think that'd be awesome. It's kind of, there's a lot of like cool superhero kind of themes that line up with it. Outside of that, you could use that slow rate of descent to build a trap beneath a creature. I think that'd be super cool. Even if you don't extend the range, it basically buys you 5 rounds worth of time to do whatever you want with. 5 rounds of prep time is huge as it relates to spellcasters in D&D. For example, you could use something as simple as Mold Earth to build a giant pit trap beneath them. I just think there's a lot of really good potential for it. Outside of that, you could very easily use this to bring down aerial targets to a place where your more melee-based fighters and heavy damage dealers can just lay into them. It reminds me of Dragon Rend from Skyrim, where you basically shout into the clouds and a dragon comes falling down. I think it's hilarious. I think the parallels are definitely there. Aesthetically and thematically, it's a little bit different, but man, verbal component causes flying things to fall to the ground, removes their ability to fly for a minute. Sounds a lot like a certain shout to me. In any case, let me know what you think about this spell down beneath in the comments section. Let me know if you have any alternative uses, any cool ideas, any thoughts or questions of your own. And if you like that cool artist-drawn renditioning of Absurd on the screen from Puffin Forest, and you'd like your own hand-drawn D&D picture, please check out the guild hall to figure out exactly how to do that. That being said, thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate your time. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, happy casting.